So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 5, and I guess also to talk about it, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Well, yes, there are in fact card games on motorcycles, but do you know what else it has? It's got card games in the ghetto, it's got card games in gentrified cities, it's got card games in slave mines, card games in the other world, and also card games in the fucking apocalyptic future. So, please don't write it off because it has a pretty silly premise. It legitimately is, and I say this with no hyperbole, one of the best, most surprisingly good anime I've seen in a fucking long time. Unironically, I mean this.
I agree with you full force.
Yeah, so, hi guys, what's up? Bob here, and as well as Brandon, back with more Yu-Gi-Oh! And again, it's been an extremely long time since we've done the last thing together, which would happen to have been Legacy of the Duelist, a full
4 years ago.
years ago, I think.
4.
5 years? 4. Feels like it was 5 by now. But anyway, yeah, so, what's up? It's time for into some new Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, and boy, this is going to be a very interesting series. So the Tag Force games in general, I've been noticing there's been some recent resurgence in popularity for this series in general, and while I myself don't have a ton of exposure to Tag Force as a whole, because I mean, it's kind of big, not gonna lie, it's kind of a lot of RPG games, don't have all the time in the world for all of those. Tag Force 5 does actually cover some very interesting beats that I think, honestly, a lot of people could just jump into and just rock and roll with. It's a fucking amazingly good game, if I'm being real here.
It's everyone's second favorite format.
Yep. I was actually going to mention that. Yeah, I have a boatload of notes for this, and one of them is the fact that, yes, if you want an easy in for this game, this does happen to be peak Edison format. If you don't know what that is, well, we'll cover that as we go forward. But just general introductions right now. We're going to be covering a thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and goddamn, am I fucking excited. One thing I do want to mention to everyone up front, however, Tag Force isn't necessarily the best at telling the story from point A to point B. I think it's more so a good introduction to like the overall setting and to the the characters and how they interact with each other. You know what I mean? I think it's better in that regard.
It's a character game. It's not a story game.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But yeah, just a million things. Also, as a forewarning, also this is one of those PSP games. For anyone who's younger in the audience. God, we're getting into relics. So the PSP was a bit of a
People
haven.
younger in the audience aren't going to know what the PSP is.
Probably not. So the PSP is a bit of a JRPG haven, as it were, alongside the PS3. It was just kind of time period. What I'm getting to specifically with this is that this is going to be a slightly longer game. There's no... What was a good way to describe it? I've been... In the practice streams, I was likening this to something akin to, like, fucking Persona. That might sound weird, but like it's got a day progression cycle. It's got, character interactions, like heart meters and stuff like that, interactions. It definitely fits that vibe, I feel. And if you want like an easy comparison, I think that's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah. The Tag Force setting, especially of the 5Ds era, is very reminiscent of Persona 3 in particular. No, I know what you mean immediately.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who definitely gets that vibe offhand. But anyway, one thing to know also is that since we are doing this over Discord, this is not pre-recorded. While those are definitely fun to do, I will definitely say being able to do something in real time is very awesome. I've been relishing doing this again. And as such, I'll be the one helming it up. However, to make sure that Brandon is not falling asleep at the wheel, as well as to make everything is more interesting for everyone, a couple of things we're going to be implementing. More on that to come, but first we have a bit of an intro to get through. Also,
the game begins.
And so it begins. Also, we're on emulator with the proper font settings, so not everything's gonna look completely fucked up out the gate. Also, I don't remember the last time I actually sat through this whole intro, now that I think about it.
He says about things not being fucked up, but unfortunately, you're not going to capture the magic of 272p FMVs on anything modern. Ooh.
Ah, damn. Just... Unfortunately, that we're missing out. Wow, we're just pulling down out the gate, aren't we?
The models still look great, mind you, but this video looks like it's running on a DS by comparison.
Yeah, it's definitely the nature of emulation. There's only so much you can bump in terms of resolution. Ah, you little shithead.
Lester. It's really really funny coming back to 5Ds after all this time, though, because, we did all of Legacy of the Duelist all the way up to the Pendulum era, kind of. And the only one I told you, the only one I forced you to watch to any extent was 5Ds. And now you have a reference point for that. And now you actually know the entirety of that story and get to experience it through a game in real time as well.
Slight disclaimer to that, I know 80% of the story. Oh, hey, what's that? That's a Japanese voice. If you're in America, you might be thinking about hearing this and being a little bit dumbstruck. Turns out we have a modified version of this game in our possession. It is a modified version that puts the Japanese audio back in. If you don't know, overseas they take out all the voices. There was never like an English voice run for this game. It was only ever subs, which is unfortunate, but I mean, we do have audio back in now, so that will definitely be kind of unique for people to listen to.
Konami / 4Kids of America would never pay for that.
Probably not. Anyway, so we're just going to be going ahead and jumping into this. So, new game. That being said, we are going to be definitely taking this from the ground up. I'm going to make sure everyone knows exactly how things are going to be going. Transfer recipes from Tag Force 4. We do not have a save file for Tag Force 4. We may or may not get to Tag Force 4 and 6. We'll feel out how this is going to go, and we'll see how and progress from there. New game data will be created on the storage media. Not as of yet. I have some tricks.
This is important because this is a test bench to see if this is viable with the most options available to us. 6 is not properly translated, and 4 is older.
Yeah, pretty much. So I made a bit of an oopsie. Hold up a sec. So we're actually going to pause the emulation. Now, we're not going to just jump right in. I have a thing to show for you guys. So when you first boot up a new save file, you have 3 starting decks, and not going to lie, they're kind of garbage. Like, they're pretty bad.
Aren't they always?
Link Evolution has some marginally okay starting decks, like the Fusion one has First of the Dragons and all that, but no, this game is particularly bad. You're going to take forever to get off out of your feet. So, I'm going to disclaim 3 things for you guys. Well, I'm going to disclaim something for you guys. We're using cheat codes. Now, I know some of you are going to wince at that, but there's a very key reason for that. To make this viable for you guys to watch in a Let's Play format. So, we're only using 3 cheat codes. One is log all cards at ×3. I hate how this just makes it look like an X3, like an uwu face. God, I hate that so much. My brain is internet poisoned so hard.
Let us make this simpler. We're going to take what would probably be a 60-hour game and turn it into a 20-hour game because we don't have to waste about 1 million hours just grinding out cards. Believe me, I've done that.
Oh God, tell me about it.
Recording Legacy of the Duelist took us about 45 hours, give or take. Believe me, I spent about 400 hours making sure that we had all the cards available because that was a game on real hardware. Never again.
Believe me, guys, we've done our time with bad opening hands for these kinds of... Honestly, I feel like that's probably one of the worst parts of Yu-Gi-Oh! Games overall. They just don't give you any tools at the start of games. So, we're using 3 cheat codes. 1, all cards at ×3. Thank you. 2, talk to a person to press select up to win a heart. This alone will shave off 2/3 of your game time, bar none. That being said, I will walk you through some hints and tips as to how to get through the rest of it. And
I like the cheat 4th from the bottom.
All recipes? Oh no,
one
sorry.
Below.
Instant win.
I don't quantify unlock items as a cheat code. That just, to me, that's tantamount to starting a new game plus. This code, anything that's like instant win or make game easier in a non-reasonable way, that's a cheat code. Starting with things unlocked, that's just playing a new game plus, and we've both played this game before many times.
Honestly, I do fully agree. Also, this cheat code we'll use this cheat code to bypass grinding for the costume characters at the end of the game. And also, no card bans will be used after that, and we get to the costume characters because we're gonna need to make it more interesting. And I want to show off Full Power Dad as well as Twilight's ones. It's gonna be fucking fun. Anyway, so
that's also not even a cheat code because that's an unlockable feature of the game by default.
Yeah, no kidding. So I realized also we don't need to go through that and watch the whole new game. We can just do this. Hey, what's the save state for, Bob? Well, I have a thing to show you. I've already shown you, but in terms of the audience. So I've already gone through and done the liberty of making more than a few decks for everyone to look at. For the record, I've gone these deck recipes from a few places. Some are homebrewn, some I've taken from older videos for Tag Force 5. Some I've actually taken from the very good series History of Yugioh, posts on Alex Zemo's channel along with MBT. God, they make such good content, holy shit. And if you want a good place to start off with just making decks for this game, I highly recommend these builds. They don't take too long to create. I will of course give you guys pointers as to how to just get off the ground and just do anything you need to out the gate. Also, just make this deck if you want to win the game. It's seriously. Effect Veiler is not really prevalent yet, as well as the absence of hand traps, so you'll be fine, guys. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and start.
Nibiru can't hurt you in this realm.
Oh, I fucked up again, actually. Let me reload that save state. Right.
What happened?
Sorry, one thing. You know about this. We got some numbers to bump. Do this
fast.
Do this as soon as you start your new game, guys, because I promise you, it will make this game into not nearly as much of a slog. So, card animation, fast. Yes, please. Dual effects on. I guess to talk about each of these card animations. How fast cards move. Yeah, you're gonna want this one. Holy shit. Dual effects. Card and monster effects. Yes, definitely. Original system. Oh yeah. That just makes Destiny draw on. I'm gonna keep it to on just for the Tag Force experience. Personally speaking. Display detailed confirmation. No, definitely. This sounds good, and while initially is, this becomes a huge pain in the ass when every time a card is activated, it's like, do you want to view detailed information? No, fuck off.
You will turn it off after your very first duel.
Yeah, also skip rock, paper, scissors, auto draw, because I don't want to confirm every single one of these fucking things, Jesus Christ. This, you just stop giving a shit after a while, honestly. It's just a coin flip. Card placement, you can set this to manual if you fear Mech Knights for your life, or you fear Imperm in the year 2010. Not going to. Also makes everything more uniform, fuck that. Display activate confirmation. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And now we can create a new save file. It's all good.
Hooray.
Alright, with that, we are now armed and ready to begin. Oh, that's so much better. It just zips on screen. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep every single text box on screen for like 2 or 3 seconds unless something particularly key is happening. Do you have anything to say?
I miss these ancient sprites that look like they were made for the Game Boy Advance.
Bro, tell me, holy shit, this it's so cute. Actually, for all we know, it very well could have been made with that format in mind.
No, they're not. They don't go quite that far back. I've played a couple of those Game Boy Advanced original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster games.
By the way, Lazar, the framing of this is so fucking funny because Lazar, you think is down here? No, it's all the way up here. This is very fucking funny. He's so way in the back.
He's in the director's box.
Quite literally, just with the framing, it's just like, huh, you don't initially assume that. I wonder if he could walk up there in the actual game proper. That'd be funny. Anyway, so, I guess to just kind of get us off to the races with the actual story for 5Ds, there's a lot of things to take in, actually. So, Tag Force 5 takes place after the Darksiders arc. Rex is already kind of dead and over with. Thankfully, to a certain extent, I'm not gonna lie.
We're starting about 80 episodes in, give or take.
Yeah, pretty much. This is like the announcement of the first announcement for the World Grand Prix as it is. Now, specifically one we said earlier that they are not great at telling the story linearly. That's because you have your own self-insert character. If this is your first Tag Force game, this might seem a little bit weird, but no, it's actually completely normal, believe it or not.
Trying to think about other series that have gotten self-insert type RPGs.
You could definitely,
in general.
We were just talking about, you could easily make a case for like Persona in general, considering how many choices you can make for like use actions and stuff.
Oh no, I mean established series that get a game with a self-insert. And the first thing that's coming to mind is actually a disgustingly bad example. Anyway,
so immediately, so if you don't know who our CAC is, he's basically the guy with the red hat in the middle of the screen, who looks just one-to-one like Red from the original Pokemon. No, the comparison has not been lost on me. I'm pretty sure that's a direct idea. Oh hey, Yusei's already talking to us. Fucking awesome day already.
So the thing is, the design of your insert for
There she is.
The design of your insert for tag service is omnipresent because they appear in the Tag Force games. They appear in the Zexal game. You can select them as an avatar in the PS3 Yu-Gi-Oh games, and you can even set it as an avatar in Master Duel, if I'm not mistaken.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I'll definitely be looking around for that.
So the Tag Force avatar is a character unto themselves. They are undying, if you want to use it. If you want to use that sort of a term.
Yep. Anyway, so this whole intro cutscene is basically just everyone introducing themselves. Everyone's basically like kind of trying to vie for your attention, and so that way you'll join them as a duelist. Now, here's the thing. It does not fucking matter who you choose as a duelist whatsoever. There's no real story progression tied up directly in that choice. You can literally hop between partners as you will and just get their 1% endings. Naturally, we'll be doing that, but who we're going to start with doesn't really matter, considering we're going to be gaming the system, so that way we kind of just do everyone sequentially, you know what I mean? It's actually going to be kind of funny.
Yes.
Yeah, Leo and Luna are in here. I don't think they were... No, they weren't actually in the Grand Prix itself, because, you know, they're not even old enough to drive, really, so funny that.
No, they were part of the pit crew. They would do maintenance and repairs.
Oh, that being said, if we got animation for them on the skateboards, that'd be kind of funny. Hell, I think Lester even has animation for his as well.
I love the different bikes and modes of transport that everyone gets.
I know, right? God. I've been mulling this over off screen, and I really do feel like one of the things I love about 5Ds in general is that it doesn't just feel like like the background is just like insert X name here. Like, Domino City's growing on me so fucking... New Domino City name, sorry. There's a different Domino City. Hello, one of top 3 girls.
Oh, Carly, you're a roller coaster of a story.
Oh, yeah. So, if you're familiar with Legacy of the Duelist, a lot of character... Oh, yeah, that's right. All these sprites are basically taken right to Legacy of the Duelist. Probably should have mentioned that.
Yep.
Yeah, so
That's
if you're...
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say, if you're familiar with Legacy of the Duelist, you're gonna see everyone's sprites here, as well as a lot of original scenes. In fact, my mouse is probably showing up for you, but hello, also Amazon GF in the background here. Awesome. There are some original characters, sort of, for this game series.
The Tag Force NPCs also carry over every single game. You do have some that go back to the original on the PS2 and PSP for Tag Force 1, and they stay as late as Tag Force Special. What's funny is in Tag Force Special, they actually decided to do something interesting and divvy up all of the NPCs and say they belong to a specific series.
Oh yeah, right, they did that. It was probably not a bad idea, I'll be honest here. And then I'm just thinking to myself that I played the game on fucking hard mode, so there are some girls who use Fire Kings and fucking GX in that game is wild. Anyway, hello Sherry. This is gonna be very funny. So Sherry isn't really fully fleshed out as a character yet. Like, the developers didn't really know what her character actually is, so you get some funny stuff with her before long.
Yeah, that's funny because Sherry's cards were actually the promo cards for Tag Force 5.
There it is.
Yep.
She kind of... There's more stuff to be had. It's even more hilarious. Hell, I'm not gonna spoil much, but I will say she almost fucks the main character. Not you say us. And man, he doesn't have anyone to vie for in the series. I'm totally game.
I just realized her armor.
Yeah, it's very fucking funny because, so everyone knows that 4Kids was, of course, rolling back a lot of things for, you know, kid audiences, for better and for worse sometimes, but milk. But yeah, for the games, they were kind of a little more hands off.
Okay, so here's the thing about that. That thing with Yusei and getting milk, that's not a dubism. That was there in the original Japanese. That's a code. That was a code they were using in that bar. What 4Kids did do to that bar was they edited out the wine rack.
Yeah.
But the milk thing was actually in the Japanese.
Oh, okay. Makes it a little more funny in that regard. Anyway, already presenting a lot of major players that could be going on. But like I was saying earlier, Neo Domino, yeah, like New Domino City is just like such a inadvertently like thriving environment when you actually like watch more than a few episodes of 5Ds, because there's so much going on geographically. It's actually kind of wonderful.
Man, no, the place is huge.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is like, I watched a little bit of it, but like GX didn't come anywhere near this with like the silly bullshit happening with the island.
That was one of GX's bigger problems, was that because everything is on an island, until season 3, they never leave it in any meaningful capacity, so everything is in the same locations you see all the time. There's nothing that really stands out or is unique in terms of locations past season 2, or past season 1, because you've already seen everywhere there is.
Yeah,
in 5Ds, they're going to new places all the time. In Duel Monsters, they're going to different locations every season. They went to America twice. They went back to Egypt, etc.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Okay, so here's a basic setup of the game. So basically, you have it. What's up?
How did you get the golden disc?
I kind of just started with it. I don't know if that's something you can actually unlock or not. Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh god, the dual terminal machines.
Dual terminals, baby. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you guys a basic breakdown of how this game's progression generally flows. I can just come back here. It's fine. So, New Domino City. I'll keep going back between that and Neo. I'm probably not gonna stop that. So you have the entirety of the map basically at your disposal. You can just kind of freely go between. You can go to satellite directly. You can go between some highways in the middle of it. You can go to fucking over here, which is where one of the columns falls, if I'm not mistaken. And yes. I think, yep, Crashtown is kind of available, but it's more like the outskirts. It's kind of silly, honestly. Anyway, so there's a couple things you're going to want to do at the gate. First of all, I will introduce you guys to this area. This is the shop. This is basically where you spend dual points in order to buy stuff. Now, I will be straight with you. A lot of this shit's pretty fucking old. I believe a lot of these are actually real card packs that were released way back in the day. So if I were to give you guys...
No, they're not. Oh, old packs used to have... just have Yugi on them, no cards. When it got to GX, then they started putting cards, but none of these cards were on packs. The only ones they would put were the actual promo card of a set, not something like Bottomless Trap Hole or Dandelion or Mirror Force, what have you.
Right, yeah. I'm pretty sure that... Right, maybe I'm confusing this with Tag Force Special, because that one does actually use the real-life packs for the purchases. But anyway...
Actually, if you go back up to the very top,
yeah,
to the right, all the way on the right.
Light Swords? Ooh.
Light of Destruction, the face card of that pack actually was Judgment Dragon, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the only one that was close.
It was, yeah. All the rest of these, like Call of Hana, not
one. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. The face card for Light of Destruction was Honest, but Judgment Dragon was in there.
Yep. Sangan might have been used for one of the tins at some point in time, but I don't believe it actually was. Ultimate Offering wasn't. That'd be funny. True Name wasn't. Boundless. You think that would be, but no. Trish, I think, was one for... I think Trish was used for dual terminals for one of them, maybe.
Trish was a dual terminal promo. No, none of these cards have ever actually been on a pack themselves.
Okay.
No, not even Gores.
That one you'd think it would be, but I guess not. Anyways, so we give you guys a brief... this is basically where you spend dual points in order to go ahead and purchase card packs. Now, I'll be straight with you guys. You're going to want to just immediately invest in the Black Wings. That might sound... that might sound obligatory, given the amount of LOL Blackwing memes out there, but no, seriously. They are one of the easiest archetypes to immediately start creating decks for. Like, basically all these are... Blackwing cards directly, and a handful of like exterior support cards. Yes, I have the one Upstar in here because people in 2010 didn't realize that Upstar F3 was crazy. Anyway, details. Yes, there's the one down here. We'll be utilizing that. And
Blackwings was one of the most powerful decks of their time.
Oh yes.
No, it wasn't a 0 format. It was tier 1. It won the 2009 and I think even 2010 World Championships.
Oh yeah. It was 09.
It was a kingmaker of its time.
Yeah. So with
don't let the fact that it's a meme right now sway that.
So I'm gonna be straight with you guys. What you're gonna want to do out the gate for this game is let me show you the starting decks. Yeah, the only one that's notable for here is like Breaker, and for the other one you do get Rescue Cat, which is a fucking baller card, by the way. Yeah, Raiko's in here too. A lot of just fucking one-ups. Oh my god, King of the Beasts. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can see the starting decks are kind of shit. So here's what you want to do at the gate for the game. Find Crow. He is the character you want to have as your tag partner because he can work all by himself and not rely too much on you as an assist. You have him as a partner, build your own Blackwing deck as soon as possible, maybe roughly in the same vein as what I have. And now we begin the process. Hello, Aki. By the way, if you play Tag Force 4, 5, and 6, her tits actually do get bigger with every single game. It's actually kind of weird. If I can show a diagram, I'll probably put one in post right now. It's kind of funny. I don't know why.
You're gonna need to throw in that reference. It's too funny not to.
Oh yeah. So when you're regularly trying to grew hearts, this is what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to talk to them, give them gifts. There's definitely guides on GameFAQs for what gifts to give them that will just skyrocket their heart meter. That being said, though, that's some padding shit we don't have time for, so we're going to use the G code plus select. Boom, there it is. And just like that, when we end the day, we'll be able to start her story. Now we're not remotely done yet. Oh no, we got some stuff to do. Hey, Trudge.
Hey, I know this feature. I played Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Giving everyone all of your loose trash, making them love you.
It is a mood. Now, what we're going to be spending dual points on ourselves is not actually going into collectible items, Lightsworn's Keck, nor we're going to be doing them for like actual card gathering. No, we got all the cards. What we're going to be spending them on instead is spending them on, I always forget his fucking name. God damn it. Once we get there.
Who would that be? Oh,
yeah, Blister.
Blister for information.
Blister is the guy you want to talk to in order to know where everyone's locations are at all times. He will be the one you want to do in order to just scope everyone out. Also, cool character. Kind of drops off the face of the earth after Dark Times, unfortunately.
He's not as important anymore.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He's kind of a cool character. Man, there's gonna be a billion things to talk about with story for especially Dark Signers. If we do a Let's Play for it, for Tag Force 4, we'll have plenty to talk about, but for the time being, yeah, he's got some good shit. So, pay 600 GP, he will get, also you can put Transmitter on one of the NPCs so you can track him, funny for that. This came out before the whole...
NSA was 2012, this game came out in 2010.
Yeah, it's the word I was trying to find. So anyway, 600 DP, you'll know where every single character on the map is. Fucking amazing for when you want to just grind for the game. Also, hello, Leo. Good old trick, up and select. There we go. Again, you have no idea how much time we are shaving off just from this one feature alone. Hey, Martha, we'll talk to you much later in the game. She does actually offer one good service, which is to alter your partner's decks, which, trust me, in some instances, you want to do that. You really do. You
can't live without it. So a lot of their first and second decks are garbage.
They really are.
It's not until you get their third and fourth decks that they become actually competent characters most of the time.
You get lucky and some of them do start off with some really good cards. God, by the way, this one's named Bright. I'll let you guys figure out the Bright Noah memes.
I remember her specifically. What deck did she use?
I think she uses Chain Burn, I'm pretty sure.
Well, the NPCs also have 4 completely different decks. I know back when I played the game originally, she was one of my primary partners.
Huh, how about that?
Because, you know, I like to use stupid decks.
I honestly cannot say I blame you. Hey, Jack, what's up? Jack's characterization is one that's extremely funny to me, where he feels like he's a Vegeta character done right, and that's even funnier to think considering Dragon Ball Super.
Ugh.
He goes from being an Astro Hour character to being loving to being a comedy character in like one fell swoop. It's fucking wild. Anyway, you say, where the fuck are you? I don't see you yet.
Complete jackass.
Where the fuck is he? I don't know why I came here. There's sometimes members of Ilyas are out here, but not often. Also, yes, time does progress the more areas you do travel between, so you're gonna want to be careful about that.
You'd think if they were going to put in a code, they would make a code that makes it so that time stops. Hey, a useful card.
Hey, Carly, what's up? Her deck is very weird to work with, but I think I might have a way to OTK with parallel to it.
Oh yeah, fortunately these are a lot of fun. You have to know the gimmick though inside and out.
Oh, definitely. You also need to play alongside it, so that way you don't get screw boned too hard. I'll lock you again. There's you. Now, for the record, we're gonna need some dragon points. God, this is not even the right series, Bob. We need dual points to actually give to Blister, so he'll put the trackers on people, and we can figure out where everyone is. We need that out the gate in order to figure out where everyone is, and so we can properly grind set, baby.
No.
Oh God.
Holy shit! Find another card on the floor somewhere, and don't exit it right away. Take a look at the actual card. Oh
yeah. We should probably talk about that too, huh?
Holy shit, that scaling thing actually worked.
Yeah, actually, I think it was the FXA anti-alias thing you gave me that's really doing work here. Holy fuck.
I told you.
In the Fountain Plaza. Where is Yusei right now? Hey, you!
John Schemmel.
Oh, God. You just described half the characters in this series.
You have not watched GX.
I've seen clips, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Alright, does not matter, really. Nothing. Alright, so the MC is a character you would randomly find throughout the area. He'll give you a chance to... Fuck, I should pull it back up. He'll give you a chance to pull a random box, and sometimes they'll have a thing inside of it. Usually it's just an item, so it's not even that big a deal. Definitely not. One of the girls thirsting over Jack, which, I mean, I get it, but, like, bro.
That girl was hiding behind the tree.
I want to talk to her, too, Owl. It's fine. Well, Dual Cat? Nah, there's no way he's at Dual Academy. Let's just take the highway, fuck it.
That sounds more likely. What are you doing there? You can't even drive.
Not yet. We need to teach her how to drive. Actually, that's an arc in this game, funny enough. Alright, fine. Shoreline, and we're going to call it night.
But first, we need to teach her how to roller skate.
Oh,
wait. Go. That security officer. Was he Mimic? Mimic
no.
is someone you also...
The Mimics aren't out yet. Alright.
Yeah, look at the actual card text.
Yeah, so... Right. Let's just talk about this up front. While looking at Amazon's card. Oh, no. So, the PSP emulator. It's a wonderful piece of architecture. Absolutely. One of the best emulators I've ever used in my life. Unfortunately, Yu-Gi-Oh cards sort of do not upscale too well because I'm pretty sure they're loaded as JPEGs. Meaning they're kind of locked at their native resolution of like 272p. The emulator does clean this up a little bit. It actually looks better on my OBS capture, funny enough, than the actual monitor itself. Weird. But yeah, it's the nature of the beast. Kind of can't do too much about that. Charlie again.
Really cleans the hell out of the text, though.
Oh, can't go up that way. Lied. You know what? Yeah, let's just call it a day. Fuck it. I was hoping to start with Yusei, but since we literally cannot find him at any...
There!
Never the fuck mind, thank you.
Every time.
Yeah, okay. Well, then again, Yusei is a character you could be literally anywhere on the face of the map at any given time, and you would not really know where to begin whatsoever. Funny that, but okay. Oh, by the way, one thing I want to give you guys advice on is this game does not have autosave. So, save often. Not just for the reasons you might be expecting. For more than a handful of reasons, trust me. Anyway, let's advance game time and just go ahead and end the day. Since it's not really a nighttime 2 we can advance to. It is time to be off to the races.